Hello there guys, welcome back to the Pride of London. Hutch here, and today I got a special treat for y'all. Alright. Ignore the phasing out thing. I did this on purpose. Yes, I did this on purpose. Mostly so I won't get copyrighted. So watch this video, tune in, and let's get straight into it. Now, we've been linked with Rakitic, Jovic, and Icardi is kind of more of a speculation for me personally, you know, with all the controversy and everything. Now, like I said before, there's actually nothing really linking us to Icardi, but we've always shown interest in Icardi. It's no secret. Now, you might be thinking, Hutch, what's going on with Icardi? Now, it should be no secret to everybody that he had been stripped of the captaincy. Jovic, if that's how you pronounce it, and Jovic has taken over as captain. Spalletti, the Inter Milan coach, alluded to the decision was basically based off his relationship with his teammates and the squad, and things happen in behind the scenes. Let's be serious. When you're a player of the magnitude of Icardi and you've been stripped of your captaincy, it's going to be mainstream news alongside a bit of embarrassment. And I think this could be the thing that potentially accelerates Icardi's move away from Inter. Now, to add more context to the story, I don't actually have the tweets that they like, but you can check them out for yourself if you don't believe me. But Brozovic, a teammate of Icardi, liked a few posts on social media mentioning that he had been stripped of the captain. Also, a tweet that has since been deleted. His sister made a post or tweet basically saying that everything that's been going on, you know, with Icardi and the problems that's been going on at Inter has been basically the fault of his wife. I wanted to talk about, is there a chance we could make a move for Icardi in the summer? Now, before I say anything, one thing we have to realize is that if we don't have Champions League football, expect that to affect our transfer window and our possible targets. And if you're Icardi, there's no way that you're signing for us if we can't bring you Champions League football. But there's something I want to ask my fellow Blues. Now, yes, people on paper want Icardi, but actually try to take a bigger look at this deal. I think a lot of you may have an issue with this game style. And we all know with Icardi, he's one of the best, if not the best, poachers in the world. He doesn't go in deep, drop back deep to link up the play or anything. Icardi only scores goals. He's not playing for a team where he has to lead the front, lead the press. Inter Milan sort of just let him do his own thing, and he's been profiting from that. If you're moving to the Premier League, new players constantly say that they have to adjust to the physicality and how tight the defenders mark players. I personally think Icardi can find it difficult in the Premier League. Now, one of the main reasons is our current squad. I've been on the record saying that we need a complete overhaul of this team. This team is first of all, is garbage. It's not gonna bring the best out of Sarri ball. And with a striker like Icardi, who constantly needs that supply in the box, and because of that, fans are naturally going to get frustrated because he's not gonna have many chances on goals, which in theory means he's not gonna score many goals. And I think fans will be even more annoyed to the fact that he isn't a hard worker off the ball. And like I said before, he's not gonna drop back deep to help link up play. He really doesn't offer much as far as versatility. Only thing he offers strictly is scoring goals. That's all Icardi is scoring goals. And you know, with modern football, roles within the team have been specialized more, and in theory he does fit in Sarri ball. And in theory he does fit in the essence of Sarri ball, in the sense that, imagine if we were Napoli. They were constantly creating opportunities for their strikers in the penalty box. And if we had a player like Icardi, had a player like Icardi getting on the end of these balls, expect the floodgates to open. In order to get the best out of Icardi, you really have to build a team around him in that sense. Yes, he complements Sarri ball, but until I see us make signings that better suits the style of football, I just think signing Icardi is a big risk. But you know, I know my opinion might not be the most popular or whatever, but leave me your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think? How should we if we were to go for a move for Icardi, you know, do you think he would thrive? Me personally, and not until I see, you know, the deadwood of this team gone. Like Pedro has to go, Marcus Alonso has to go. You guys know who should go. I shouldn't have to tell you. If you really are a Chelsea fan, you should truly know who has to go. Now, another player. Here's a more highlights of Icardi. If you wanted to check him out, you guys know who Icardi is. I'm pretty sure you don't need me to show how wonderful of a striker he is, how great of a poacher he is. We don't have players that can create chances like this for him. Now, I was going to segue into the next player I was going to talk about, which is Jovic, but I just wanted you guys to see a little bit, some few highlights of his play at Inter and what he can offer for us. I'm going to move out the way a little bit. He's a very passionate player. I don't know what is going on behind the scenes, but you know, that's not our problem. You know, we just gonna hope that he comes to the bridge. Now that we got that out of the way, we've analyzed him a little bit. I will break him down a little bit more. You know, I have to watch more coverage, more games about him. I only seen a few games with him at Inter, so you know, I can't give you guys a full analysis, but I can, you know, what his strongest assets are. But from watching this, obviously he does great at, you know, his movement and really creating chances out of nothing. You know, like I said, he's a big threat inside the penalty box. That's where he thrives at, finding those spaces and being able to finish first time. Guys, back to the main topic of this, you know, video is the young Frankfurt striker currently on loan from Benfica, Jovic. 21 years of age, and he is lighting up the Bundesliga. He's on pace to scoring more than 20 plus goals in the season, and honestly that's quite impressive for not only a 21-year-old but a player that's playing for a club like Frankfurt. And no offense to Frankfurt, but they're a middle of the pack type of team. Just like similar to like a Wolves or Bournemouth or maybe even an Everton. You know what I mean? So it's very impressive what he's been able to do. Now this player's been linked with Real Madrid, Barca, and as well as Liverpool. Now, one thing that we offer that those three clubs can't is first team football. If he comes to this club, he would immediately be almost promised first team football. You know, Higuaín is only going to be here for but so long. You know, he's not a permanent striker as of now. We have the option to make him a permanent striker, but as of now, he's just on loan. So right now, we don't have a main striker. We are the only team that can offer, you know, first team football immediately. But another thing, like I said, if we can't offer him Champions League football, you know, he's gonna have plenty of opportunities to go to different clubs, bigger clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona that can offer him Champions League football. I mean, yeah, he had to work for a first team place, but you know, any player, you know, that's the player's ultimate dream is to play at the highest level. So I you know, you can't blame him for that. But one thing that's interesting about this deal is that we could possibly, you know, try to convince Benfica to convince Frankfurt not to activate that buy-in clause that they have of 8 to 10 million, and try to negotiate with Benfica to try to get a cheaper price for him. Because if you're Benfica, if Frankfurt does activate that clause, $8 to $10 million clause, and they still sell him within the same transfer window, they can make a huge profit of 35 million. Because the highest bid, like I said, we allegedly offered 45 million for this player, and Barca, it hasn't been official, but they are also showing interest for him. I don't think they've made an official bid for him, but they have inquired, and his price is about around 40 to 44 million pounds, or not pounds but euros. So yeah. With that being said, maybe we could try to work out a deal between the two, because you know, I think it would be fantastic. I think he would thrive in the system under Sarri, but he's one of those players that uh, he typically plays up front with another striker, and you know, that's a question. We don't play with we only use one striker up top. So can he be that vocal point to a team? You know, he tends to strive better when he has another strong physical striker alongside that can lay it off to him, and he can make those late man runs, because that's how he scores a lot of his goals. He makes those late man runs inside the box, and he also likes to drop in deep to link up the play. You know, that's one of his things that he does best. Which, you know, you've seen Higuain do it a lot. He drops in deep because he's not getting the supply from our players, and he's able to link up the play. Now, I always like that about a striker. If he can link up the play, that's a benefit for us. Now, yeah, by the age of 24 years old, by, you know, 20, by the age of 24 or 25 years old, he can be one of the best strikers in the world if he works under Sarri. And when you think about it, if we can get a striker and he can hit the ground running, that's 10 plus years of a solid striker, because he's a young player who has room to grow, and he's already playing at almost an elite level. You know, like I say, he's on pace to score 25 plus goals this season. He already has like 12 or 13. I know he's already in double digits. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's already in double digits. So, you know, great signing in my opinion. Personally, I hope that we do get a striker like him, or if not like him, because he's gonna be one of the world's best strikers. And mark my words, I've seen enough to say that he's great at what he does. You know, he can finish. His touch is decent for a striker. And like I said, I always love a striker who can link up the play and can drop deep. Because sometimes, you know, especially with us, we tend to leave our strikers isolated. So it helps when a striker can come in deep and build up the play from there. Kind of playing like a false nine role in a sense. But yeah, another player that we've been linked with is Rakitic. I don't have any footage of him because I don't plan on staying on this topic for long. Simply because I personally don't believe that it's true. I mean, if you look at our history, we're not gonna bid for a player that's you know, in his 30s. You know, I think he's like 31, 32 years old. So I don't think that we're gonna bid for a player like that. I honestly feel like it's just simply Rakitic's agent. He's leaking news he's leaking stories in the news to try to get his client a new contract. You know, he's been trying to negotiate a new contract with Barcelona, especially with Barcelona signing De Jong, another young midfielder, possibly could be a replacement for Rakitic. So I'm not gonna say it's fake news or anything. I'm just gonna simply say I don't believe it because of our history, and personally, I just think that they're trying to get as much leverage as they can to try to re-sign or get another contract for Rakitic. I couldn't think of his name. But another thing, people might not give us the chance of signing Icardi, but remember, Icardi's agent, he was pivotal in getting Jorginho and Sarri to our club. I think his name is Ramdani. So with that being said, if he got Sarri and Jorginho to this club, it's a possibility we can get Icardi. So I'm keeping my hopes up, guys. Leave me your comments leave me your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe, and I'm out.